Let's try that again. Good morning. Well, that's the kind of enthusiasm that I've come to expect from you guys. I'm Chuck Thorpe. I'm the Senior Vice President and the Provost here, and I'm here to say welcome. Do you guys know what day it is? What? Saturday? All right. This is a quantitative school. Did anybody notice it's 12, 13, 14? Yeah. Here's the other day it is. If you're from my Scandinavian background, today is Santa Lucia Day. This time in Sweden is so dark and so cold, they thought they needed a holiday. They didn't have any good ones in Sweden, so they imported one from Italy. And the oldest daughter wears a crown of candles and brings coffee around for breakfast in the morning. Does that sound like a good tradition? So my wish for you is light and coffee as we celebrate today. Now, more formally, on behalf of the faculty, the students, and the staff, let's welcome the families, let's welcome the friends, let's welcome the guests, and let's welcome the students who are here. We often say remarkably successful careers begin at Clarkson University. Today is the launching point for the students being honored at the December recognition to launch onto your remarkably successful careers. To the students, you've worked very hard. You've pursued independent research projects, internships, co-ops, other extracurricular activities to shape your education to get where you guys are today. To the family members and friends, I'm sure these students want to be the first to say thank you to you. Right, students? Why don't you stand up, turn around, and applaud your faculty, your family, your friends who have supported you for this whole time. Thank you, that's enough. You can thank them more later. But we also know from listening to you, from reading your Facebook posts and text messages and tweets, we know that you guys have a special relationship with the faculty. The faculty are as excited as you are about this day. They're as tired as you are at the end of the semester. They worked as hard as you have on writing and grading the exams, and now they're as excited as you are about your graduation. So your degree is a work both from you and from the faculty. Both of you share the Clarkson goals of diligence, respect, and hard work. So why don't the faculty and the students stand up, and all of us can give the faculty and the students a round of congratulatory applause. Faculty? Kevin, you're faculty. Tony, you're faculty. Thanks. And it's a pleasure to welcome Casey Godzik, the senior class president, who will make some remarks on behalf of the students. Casey.
Thank you, Provost Thorpe. Clarkson December 2014 graduates, families, friends, faculty, and staff, good morning. My name's Casey Godzik, and I represent the class of 2015 in congratulating both undergraduate and graduate students who at the end of today are joining the constantly growing body of Clarkson University alumni. Frederick Douglass once said, "If there is no struggle, there is no progress." And I believe this statement holds validity for many of us. Whether it was struggling through being away from home, material science, or the hard Potsdam winters, as a result of the challenges we faced, we have all become stronger, more refined, and more intelligent individuals. Today we gather with family, friends, and faculty to commemorate Clarkson and to look back at the memories Clarkson has left with us. What makes Clarkson so great is the environment formed by the many people of this university. The faculty and staff are unparalleled and believe in every student that steps on this campus. Clarkson President Tony Collins embodies everything that Clarkson is: approachable, intelligent, friendly, and adaptable. My experience here has been shaped by so many faculty and staff here who have consistently supported me through my many adventures, and I'm sure each of you can reflect on the people who have supported you here at Clarkson. We wouldn't have the success we have today without them. Immersing myself into the Clarkson community has been truly rewarding. So much was learned outside of the classroom, from being active and open to new experiences, and striking a balance between academics and campus involvement is paramount. I know that I am not alone as a student who has juggled multiple commitments while at Clarkson. I'll never forget the words a friend told me about Clarkson when I told him I was looking at going here. He told me that once you go to Clarkson, you never leave. I took this as a joke, thinking I'd be in Potsdam forever, but what he meant by this wasn't about physically being at Clarkson, but being a part of what Clarkson is. My freshman year, I was at a speed team event in Boston, and had told one of the volunteers running it that I was a Clarkson student. Sure enough, he was a Clarkson alumni. Throughout the weekend, I found that when a few Clarkson alumni get together, that more and more Clarkson alumni just start coming out of the woodwork. I met over 15 years of Clarkson graduates that weekend, and it was the moment that I realized what the Clarkson Alumni Network was, and that Clarkson stays with you forever, and you really can never leave. Like the many graduates before us, Clarkson has shaped us. While you are preparing to start the next phase of your life, whether it be starting your career, continuing your education, traveling the world, whatever you have decided to do with your future, take this chance to look back at your time here at Clarkson and take in all that you have learned. Clarkson has been teaching us, whether it be in our classes, extracurricular activities, or even reading an email to learn the appropriate way to walk on an icy sidewalk. Everything that we have learned during our time here has helped prepare us for the next steps in our lives. During our time here at Clarkson, we have received an education that was challenging, comprehensive, and most of all, one that defies convention. This education has taught us all to be successful in our lives and to achieve the goals that we have set for ourselves. Your graduation from Clarkson marks a time when you can now go out and take all that Clarkson has given you to achieve the goal. The last thing you need to know is that success doesn't just come to you. Most people associate success with money and power, but really it's a state of mind. The only limit is that there are no limits. I dare you all to go beyond what is possible, past the impossible, to the place where the possible and the impossible meet, to become the possible. And I'd like to leave you all with this: nothing and everything is possible. Welcome Steve Nukowski, Dean of Students and Lifetime Engagement, who will share a message about your transition as a student to alumni. Thank you. Thanks.
Well, thank you, Casey. That was very well done. Thank you. And good morning, all. And so you may not have known that when you made your first inquiry into attending Clarkson University, that when you arrived here today to celebrate this wonderful occasion, that this was really part of a much larger plan, a much, much larger plan. So just hold that thought for a moment. So many people here today are going to wish you well, the very best, as you enter into the next stage of your life. So first, on behalf of the 38,000 Clarkson alumni around the world today, let me now be among the many. And representing those 38,000 folks, let me add my best wishes to all of you, our latest candidates for a degree from Clarkson, as you get ready to take on the next adventure in your young lives. So as Clarkson lore would have it among our old-timers, a demanding professor would tell the entering class, look to your left, look to your right, because it's entirely possible that some of you just may not make it here at Clarkson. Well, we've come a long way since that speech, And we have created in that time a world-class support system for all of our students to be successful. So please, for a moment, indulge me to resurrect that saying only for the purposes of this morning's ceremony. So go ahead, look to your left, and now to your right. Those people sitting next to you are part of your Clarkson family. Whether it was a fraternity or a sorority member, a roommate, teammate, floor mate, just a friend, and there is the very real possibility, the person who 10 years from now networks with you to land an awesome new client or a new job opportunity that will transform your life. To the left, to the right of you, and to those graduates seated on the ends of the aisles, look ahead or even in front of you. You are now part of the larger Clarkson Alumni Association, with all the rights, privileges, and honors that come with the status, in addition to the responsibility to use your Clarkson connections with the 38,000 alumni who came before you to advance yourself, to advance this institution, and to enrich all of those who will follow after you. Regional chapter activity, you have cards on your seats that will tell you what's soon to come. Leadership amongst your alumni council, philanthropic activity, recruiting a new student to consider Clarkson, staffing the career fair, mentoring current students, or just staying connected through communication sent your way via the social networking world. It is your Clarkson experience working overtime. Stay part of it. And you need us, when you need us back at the university, never, never, never hesitate to ask. You know we'll be here for you. So see your graduation as part of life's continuum, and that your years on campus are part of this life plan and the catalyst that moved you to the next adventure where you were educated and where you go on from here. Clarkson values, your network with faculty and friends will always be a very real part of your life every day. Graduate school, military, starting your own company, or onto the corporate ladder. Go with confidence that you are well prepared. Strategize your next move with equal confidence that you are supported by the family we still call Clarkson. Good luck, and please, always. It is now my honor to introduce Jean Spence, who is the Vice Chair of Clarkson University's Board of Trustees, and frankly, a very good friend. She let me say that, by the way. Jean received her Bachelor of Science degree in Chemical Engineering from Clarkson in 1979. She later earned an ME degree from Manhattan College. She serves on the board of directors of GEA Group AG, and she is a certified food scientist by the Institute of Food Technologists. As a Clarkson trustee, Jean is currently serving as chair of the Internal Affairs Committee and a member of the Development and Finance Committees. Jean currently serves as Executive Vice President of Research, Development, and Quality for Mondelez International, Cadbury, and Oreos, and was also the Executive Vice President of Kraft Foods Incorporated before it divested part of its business to create Mondelez International in 2012. She is responsible for all product and packaging development, research, nutrition, quality, food safety, and scientific affairs worldwide. Jean joined Kraft in 1981 as a research engineer for Maxwell House Coffee Research and Development, and holds 3 U.S. and worldwide patents for the work. Jean, it is my pleasure.
Steve. So I am an alumni, and sat in the same seats 35 years ago. It was Walker Arena then. You guys don't sit in Walker Arena anymore. But I do want to give my congratulations to each and every one of you. This is quite an accomplishment for you in your life. And as I sat here 35 years ago, I thought back. I don't remember who spoke. I don't remember what they said. Interestingly, my son graduated as an engineer just this May, and he had a speaker, and NASA astronaut. And if you actually have 16 spare minutes, you can look up the YouTube video for University of Illinois Champaign. But it was about a man who walked on to the football team at his school and became the captain his senior year. He graduated in December because he was challenged academically. He took 5 years for his wife to agree to marry him, and he applied to NASA 4 times before he was accepted. And I thought to myself, that's a speech my son is going to remember, because he said, have dreams, have big dreams, and go after them and pursue them to the fullest. Don't let the setbacks in life hold you back, because you might have them. And think about how many he had. So if you do have 16 minutes, I would recommend you take a look at that YouTube video, because I think it would be quite inspirational to you. What Steve didn't tell you is I've recently announced that I am going to be retiring from my role making Oreo and Cadbury. I mean, what kind of job? They pay you to make chocolate and cookies. It's caused me to be able to reflect on what I want to do with the next phase of my life. And it's a transition time, just like it is for you. You're leaving one thing and you're moving to the next. So I've really reflected a lot, and I've done a lot of reading about happiness and success. Can you believe there are actually people who study that? Could you have a class in happiness and success instead of thermodynamics? I'd love to have that. But actually, so in doing a lot of reading about it, there is a group out of Harvard that published a book, and they have a Harvard Business Review on looking at people who have been successful and what have been the kinds of things that have made them be successful. And, you know, the first thing I think you have to do is think about what is success. I mean, you heard Casey say, you've heard a lot of alumni are successful. What is success? You know, the dictionary will tell you it's the accomplishment of one's goals, or the attainment of wealth, honors, or the like. And I think you really have to think about it in a broader context than that. And I think these Harvard researchers found, it's Laura Nash and Howard Stevenson from Harvard published, Success That Lasts, the reasoned pursuit of enough. Not too much, just enough. And what they did was they uncovered really 4 things that go together to make success. And they put it in an acronym. And for those of you, when you go working, you'll find the marketers have an acronym for everything so that you can remember it. We engineers learn quickly, so we come up with acronyms. And it's HASL, H-A-S-L. And what does that stand for? Happiness, the feelings of pleasure or contentment about your life. Achievement, accomplishments that compare favorably against goals. Significance, the sense that you've made a positive impact on people that you care about. And legacy, a way to establish your values or accomplishments so to help others find success in the future. And, you know, when I look back at where I was at your stage of your life, I guess I was thinking about the achievement. You know, I had a job, I had loans to pay, I wanted to get started, and I wanted to achieve. I thought I would get the happiness, because I was pretty happy. I'd loved my time here at Clarkson, and I didn't think I'd have to work at that. But I never thought about significance or legacy, to be honest with you. So I want to look at each one of these and try to weave a little bit of wisdom to you. If I were giving my 22-year-old self advice, what would I have told myself? Happiness. I'd ask you is, where does your passion lie? What's fun for you? I think the person that marries passion with work never works a day in their life. Make sure what you're doing you absolutely love. Be a lifelong learner. Get a passport. When I started the job I'm in right now 10 years ago, the first year I went to 22 countries around the world. And I'll tell you, when you travel somewhere else and you see cultures, you meet different people, you learn so much and you broaden your perspectives. I've always liked this quote by Mark Twain. 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things you didn't do than by the ones you did do. So throw off the bowlines, sail away from the safe harbor, catch the trade winds in your sails, explore, dream, and discover. So next is achievement, and it stems from what your dream is and what's important to you. Look out 5, 10 years from now to accomplish. What skills do you need to get you from here to there? And think about it, what your dreams are. If it isn't worth a risk, will it help you achieve what you want to do? So by some measures, you might say, I've had achievements. The job that I received, that I'm doing now, is the highest I could achieve in the field of food science. But I really like to look at achievements a little bit differently, related to myself personally, my family. You know, I have a great husband and great kids. Those are more important achievements to me than what I've done in my work. And you know, really what you do is you work to live. You don't live to work. So for significance, remember your friends and family. They are here. They have supported you on the journey that it took for you to get here, but don't forget them as you continue to go. I had some advice from the CEO at Kraft. He had a sick brother who had brain cancer, and he was spending every Sunday with his brother. And what his brother said was, all that matters is friends and family. Ambition doesn't matter. Looks don't matter. All the trappings don't matter. For him, it was all about friends and family. Remember, on your way to your achievements, to thank those and be grateful who have helped you along the way. And last but not least, if you think about what do you want to leave behind? What do you want to be remembered for? You know, we're an incredibly giving culture here in the U.S. And as you think about how you choose to give your gifts and talents, there are students that are going to be sitting in these chairs in 5, 10, 20 years down the road. I'm going to guess most of you received some financial aid to be able to come here to Clarkson, and I would ask that you remember them to allow the next generation to come here to Clarkson. So be generous. So since I'm standing between you and getting those over there, I just want to summarize. Success comes in many ways. Live your dreams, think about what you want to do, but remember, happiness is a part of it, accomplishment, significance, and legacy. So congratulations to all of you, friends, family, and good luck on the rest of your life's journey. Thank you.
Thank you, Gene, and you can all be Gene Spence.
Weather, snowy weather, when the wind blows, we'll all be together. I thought this was a holiday celebration, but it looks like a graduation celebration. In December? President Collins, I've never had the opportunity to be at a Clarkson celebration.
Well,
might I say a few words to the
welcome,
graduates
Thomas.
and their guests?
Welcome, yes. It's good to see you. Good to see you.
I come back from time to time from my resting place down at Bayside to see how things have changed, to see how they've remained the same. But forgive me, most of these folks out here, I've been dead for so long, they probably have no idea who I am.
Correct. I'm not sure I know.
Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Thomas Streetfield Clarkson. In life, my principal business was running the quarries at Hanover Falls. I don't know what it is about stone, its agelessness, its permanence, but from those quarries came the materials for all the homes, businesses, and buildings of early Potsdam. The cutting sheds were over on Pine Street, and we shipped our sandstone all over the country and to Canada, where it was used in the Parliament buildings. You know, I have always felt extremely fortunate and extremely lucky. You know, a man who inherits a fortune and spends it only on vanity and pleasure is a hollow man. I've always found the opportunity to lead and to serve as an honor. And there's always so much to do here in Potsdam. We built the first sanitation and sewer system in 1881. In 1888, the miracle of electric light came to Potsdam, and I helped organize and presided over the first electric power plant. I have always felt that it is necessary to refer to your notes when you forget what it is that you're going to say. The whole country was busy with industry, and Potsdam was no exception. My family and I would sit around the dinner table in the evenings and discuss the need for a school in the area, one that would teach the manual arts and a technical education, as well as industry and good citizenship. I had a vision for that school. But then on August 14th, 1894, everything changed. I was working at the quarry when one of the men became entangled in the machinery, and I helped extract him, but in the process, I trapped myself between a 2,600-pound pump and the quarry wall. I died 2 days later. But within 3 months, my family created the plan for this school based on the vision that I had told before my untimely demise. You know, I find it extremely ironic that my finest achievement in life, this university, should come to fruition upon the occasion of my death. You know, perhaps if I had lived longer, I would have started a school like this, perhaps not. But it seems that everyday concerns often keep us from our dreams. But it was the determination of my sisters, Anne Mary, Lavinia, and Frederica, to see that this school came into fruition is the same determination and sacrifice that your families made to see that you took advantage of this world-class education. And now here you are, celebrating the completion of your career at Clarkson. Remember, to use your education not only to find your own station in life, but to give of yourself, give of your knowledge, give of your talent to others and to your community to both lead and serve humanity.
Thanks, Thomas.
Frosty weather, snowy weather, when the wind blows, we'll all be together.
Thank you, Thomas. Well, I'm now going to live in fear about when he turns up again. My tradition is to identify a couple of people in the graduating class that really represent many of you, represent all of you. And a little nervous because I'm looking for Jackie Mailot. Jackie, you here? There you are, Jackie. So I want to identify Jackie from Arizona, but she represents the legacy of continuing generations of coming to Clarkson. Next, I'd like to identify Ben Baumgartner. Ben, stand up. Remain standing, Ben. I've got a little story about Ben. So Ben comes to us from Wisconsin. He is one of, I wouldn't say Mr. Robotics, because we have both Mrs. and Ms. Robotics people with passion on this campus. Just to underscore that, about 3 weeks ago, maybe a month ago, we have an operation now beginning at Pier 26 on the west side of Lower Manhattan. Right now it's a blank pier, an empty pier, but Ben and some of his comrades were down there with our robotics van teaching New York City kids about STEM education, encouraging. About a week later, we met, remember this, Ben, in the Stewarts, about in the morning. And I said to Ben, what are you doing? He said, well, I'm driving the van to Oswego. And I thought, holy smoke, you know, Pier 26 in New York, a week later off to Oswego, passion. And I said, well, man, at least let me buy you a cup of coffee. And I bought him a cup of coffee. He was so happy. I thought to myself, there's a whole new reward system here. What one cup of coffee will do for you. Ben, thank you. Last person I'd like to identify is Marquise Charlton. Marcus? So there's a very special story. Please stand standing. And I'm hoping I'm not going to embarrass him, but I'd like Marcus's parents to stand as well. Way over there in the corner. Marcus hails from Deer Park, Long Island. And that's, I don't know, 8 hours away, 7 hours away, something like that. And when we recruit people here, now about 5 years ago, we people, just as I've talked about with Ben and everyone in there, in the audience in front of me, you can't just come for the academics. You have to contribute something else, at least one other item. Or the institution can't achieve our goals. There's not a whole lot of you, right? And yet look at the standing of this institution. It's because people are multi-talented. For 4 years, Marcus led us on the basketball court, and we're so proud of his achievements. More proud of that is the fact that it was difficult for Marcus's parents to see him move for most of the last 4 years, 6, 7, 8 hours away from their home. You are concerned, am I correct? Think of the growth as Marcus leaves here. He is choosing to do an MBA in either Australia or England. Think of that growth. So I'm not sure who's more proud as I look at all of you represented right now by one person standing, Marcus and his parents. I'm not so sure who is more proud. Is it the students? Is it the family and the friends, the parents? Or is it the institution that we have some small part in a role to play to create what is in front of us? So thank you. Please sit down. Congratulations to all of you. And I'm now going to hand this back. Thomas stole all of my lines. I'll just say, don't forget to defy convention for the rest of your lives. With that, Chuck Thorpe.
Thank you, President Collins. It is now time for the principal business of the day. Are you ready? We will now recognize the students who have taken all of the required coursework towards a degree at Clarkson and who are ready to move on to the next phase of their professional and personal pursuits. Students, you are presented today as candidates for your respective degrees to be confirmed by a vote of the faculty and a vote of the Board of Trustees after all grades are finalized, and which will grant you all of the rights, privileges, responsibilities, and honors which appertain thereto for a Clarkson degree. The staff procession coordinators will escort you forward to the front of the floor podium. That's your cue. Bill Jemison, the Vice Provost for Research and the Chair of the Department of Electrical and Computer Engineering, will present the names of all candidates. Friends, we ask that you please hold your applause until all of the candidates for each degree cohort have been recognized. Dr. Jemison, you may begin when ready.
Thank you. Following tradition, the doctoral candidates will be presented first, followed by the master's degree candidates, and then by the bachelor's degree candidates. Students, please ascend to the stage and be recognized when your name is called. Beginning with recognition of the candidates for Clarkson's highest academic degree, the Doctor of Philosophy in Electrical and Computer Engineering, it's an honor for me to present Yazan Mohammed Tawfiq Alisa. As part of the requirements to earn the PhD, Yazan completed earlier this past fall his thesis titled Bioelectronics Tongue, Pattern Recognition for Analyte Concentration Estimation in a Multi-Sensor System, under the direction of Professor of Electrical and Computer Engineering Stephanie Shuckers, on stage to greet Yazan with President Collins and Coulter School of Engineering Dean Gudarzamadi. Our next recognition is for the candidates for the Master of Science in Chemical Engineering, Master of Science in Civil Engineering, Master of Science in Mechanical Engineering, Master of Science in Aeronautical Engineering, Master of Science in Engineering Management, Master of Science in Engineering and Global Operations, Master of Business Administration, Master of Engineering in Civil Engineering, and Master of Mathematics. Our first candidate is Ahmed Adebayo Ajani Adabiola. Yusin B. David Craig Bixler. Matthew D. Brown. M.D. Masoon Chowdersy. Elizabeth Ruth Dare. Brian Christopher Hans. Singhui Huang. Lee. Courtney May Menard. Jiang Su. Gu Chuan Sun. Devin Courtney Sutton. Michelle L. Thomas. Daniel Nelson Value. Stephen M. Worley. Zhang. Congratulations to all of our master's degree candidates. Our final recognition is for the degree cohort for the Bachelor of Science and Bachelor of Professional Studies. Samuel T. Abadi. Jacob P. Anderson. Ryan R. Ash. Saira Faizan Bakshi. Tricia May Barnes. Benjamin D. Bumgardner. Kyle J. Berean. Matthew D. Booz. Alexander Robert Bosco. Zachary R. Brown. Matthew Douglas Burke. Megan H. Burke. Rodrigo Caro. Marcus A. Charlton. Veronica Catherine Taylor Christiansen. Alex P. Cottrell. Brenda L. Crowder. Daniel J. Decker. Benjamin P. Dowd. Jonathan M. Drowen. Michael R. Duclos. Caitlin E. Fiorini. Christopher Thomas Gillingham. Haley T.H. Gilmore. Nicholas J. Givez. Alec Edward Gorday. Nicholas A. Hallman. Joseph C. Hart. Patrick S. Heisler. Christian E. Hebner. Austin Andrews Hill. Mark Deanan Hopkins. Brett E. Jermisik. Sarah Jacqueline Carger. Matthew Kenneth Casper. Zachary Kern. Kyle H. Kravitsky. Beverly P. Lalama del Salto. Daniel J. Liddy. Austin R. Lund. Sean P. Lyons, Jr. Jacqueline R. Malat. Lauren E. Malone. Timothy Norman Mather. Michael McDonald. Patrick S. McPike. Marjorie E. Mishaw. Joshua Huntley Miller. Alexander P. Montanarello. Christopher J. Muzzy. Evan Dwayne Redlinski. Cassidy Lynn Rakoski. Hannah A. Ring. Brandon J. Rouleau. Nathan F. Sammons. Shanira Suazo. Carolyn A. Swanson. Corey R. Tremblay. Erica L. Tremblay. Megan M. Trendowski. Benjamin N. Tremblay. Jonathan Trosbach. Peter Zachary Valancourt. Ross D. Van Ostrand. Benjamin D. Wenke. Mary Williams. Charles Robert Wood III. Eric Edward Worden. Colby T. Ziemendorf. And Alexander D. Zwicky.
Stand up. Congratulations. Let's go first. Thank you. That's as excited as I've heard you outside of a hockey game. You may be seated. One more special set of greetings coming to you on behalf of the faculty. Kevin Feit is not only an associate professor of mechanical engineering, he's also the newly elected chair of the Faculty Senate. And Dr. Feit will now share some words.
Thank you, Provost Thorpe. On behalf of the Faculty Senate and the entire Clarkson University faculty, many of whom are represented here, I'd like to congratulate you, the December 2014 graduates, and also extend a special welcome and thanks to the family members and friends who are here to commemorate the important milestone with you today. Graduation marks a formal waypoint in life's journey, end of one segment, beginning of a new path. These years, to some, are referred to as the best years of one's life. I think while there may be some merit to such thoughts, I would offer that truly exciting times are still to come, and I hope that they are. Whether you know the direction of your next move or are still searching for a light in the fog, know that the education you've received in your time here at Clarkson has prepared you and taught you how to prepare for the challenges that lie ahead, whatever they may comprise. To paraphrase an old football adage, it's not the will to succeed that matters. Everyone has that. It's the will to prepare to succeed that makes the difference. The keys to success include know-how, communication, human relations, attitude, and enthusiasm. Your degrees indicate you already know how, and we've additionally cultivated in you an ability to communicate and collaborate with your peers. The rest is up to your attitude and enthusiasm. As Vince Lombardi once said, if you aren't fired with enthusiasm, you will be fired with enthusiasm. On your journey to this point and relish the moment for all that it represents, then it's on to the next big thing. Though it may not seem so now, time is short, and life always wears out long before you've exhausted the possibilities of living. So take advantage of the time you have and do. And remember this, whatever you are doing, do it faster. Congratulations and good luck.
Thank you, Kevin. Congratulations again, and now it's going to be time for the reception. Remember when I said that my holiday wishes for you were light and coffee? Let the coffee begin. Congratulations.